Game Woven is now proudly part of the One Shot Network. Check out other great podcasts at oneshotpodcast.com.
Yeah, it was Bryn's birthday. My friend, Bryn MacBeth, her mom works at the school. Anyway, me and her and Wynn, the one with the vines, and Penelope Blood Priest from the cathedral snuck into the stadium because it was the last game of the season, and we felt like it. You need me to say my name? Alright, whatever, dude. Ellis Dunes. You good? Okay, so after the game, we were sneaking out the back, talking about Bryn's birthday wishes, when we smelled something real bad. And that's when we found the body. Like, it's not weird to find dead bodies, but this one wasn't walking around, and the top half was, like, just the bones, and the wall was burnt. Oh, hey, can they convert just legs? Yeah, I know, it was that Beck guy from the mines, and he's a vamp or whatever. I'm just asking. Anyway, he was dead, because of fire, and that's when Cassie and Marcy found me. Yeah, just me. Oh, my friends were at Bryn's. They didn't sneak into a stadium. Hey, I found a dead vampire, and this is what you care about? Not even gonna say thank you? Come on. And of course I didn't stick around. I had to get to Bryn's birthday. They had cake.
You guys go sprinting down the hallway, get to the back exit that you snuck in through. When you get there, unaccosted, you get outside the stadium. And I'm going to assume waiting for you are your drakes.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like a good idea to keep them nearby, usually.
They tend to be faster than us.
Hence the riding them, yeah.
Yeah. I just immediately... Odie gets chin scritches. He's very sinewy and serpentine, but I just immediately like...
I believe it's Thorn is the one that's always sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's passed out. He's,
Oh, Thorn. Oh, no.
Silverstein gets the rest of my pretzel.
I'm gonna try and wake him. Like, come on, baby. Come on. We gotta go. Not nap time anymore.
And he has a really high conviction and like an okay one. I imagine he's big.
But what
Yeah, I
is
think he
his
is.
nap time?
Oh, baby,
Big,
come on. We gotta
sneaky
go.
boy.
Penelope has hopped on Odie and is reminding him like, no, we have to wait for the others. We gotta wait for the others. Here, let's go wake Thorn up, okay? He's very much must protect Penelope, and she's just like, no, wait, no, we don't need to run right now.
Come on, Thorn. Come on. Come on, buddy.
Bryn is also assisting. Callan, I don't know where Callan is yet. I haven't looked for him.
Yeah, pushing on Thorn is like pushing on a literal giant log. Like, he's just motionless,
I feel like Bryn
dead
is at,
asleep.
at this point, they've got their back, like, pushed up,
Yeah.
brow near the neck, and the front paw is just, like, digging their heels in and be like, come on, Thorn!
Yeah, like
please!"
trying to roll him over. Gotta do something.
Penelope on Odie has him like up on his hind legs, like pushing up at the top or trying to like push, just shake him somehow.
Oh my god,
We're
Ellis,
very
please
used
help.
to this.
Please help.
See, I just pull out a treat and dangle it in front of his nose.
I think in the few minutes it takes to get Thorn up,
It's like, hey, wakey
you start
wakey.
hearing sound of a bell being rung.
Oh, no. Nope, don't like that.
And you hear a commotion, maybe some yelling.
Okay, time to go.
Callan, come on. Here, boy. Callan, where the fuck did you
Callan
go?
shows up. Callan's just standing next to you the whole time, and you...
God damn it, Callan. We gotta run, boy.
Oh yeah, he's got some decent mischief.
I have now decided that how Odie runs is he kind of it's like crouches down to the ground, almost like skitters with his long legs.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, he's a skitterer.
Yeah. But he's more like snaky, lizardy than spidery. But it's just the little unsettling sometimes when he really gets going.
I just think he's like the little Florida lizards that go.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
off they go.
The ones that
Yes.
spend more time flailing than moving.
Yes,
Slappy boys.
the slappy boys.
Yes, the ones that can run on water.
Yes.
Nice.
Odie is built for running on water.
Mhm, mhm.
Yes.
Jesus, lizard.
Confirmed. Jesus.
Yes.
Nice.
Lord.
Call back
Anyways.
to, like, what, episode 6?
Like 1.
Jesus Lizard sounds like episode 1.
It was recorded first, but it aired
Mhm.
later because
Part of the ground itself.
some setup.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are you telling me I have the same kind of Drake as Anakostovich?
Possibly.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's
They're very
fine.
similar.
Also, don't when those guys run across water, don't they aren't they like bipedally? Like, don't they get
Oh,
off on their
yes.
hind legs and run like a man? Which is
Yes.
so jarring to see.
I don't know. If I saw a man run like that lizard, I don't think it would look like a man running.
No, I'm just saying, because now imagining you on the back of a lizard on its hind legs,
Like popping a wheelie.
I don't think Odie can run on water, but I think he's probably like a good swimmer.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely a swimmy lizard. But, like,
Swimmy.
Skitter's on land is what I was
Yeah.
getting at, because he's, like, wiggly, wibbly.
Yes.
'Cause I see him as, like, the wiggly, like, almost serpentine, whippy kind of motion.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think at this point, Silverstein's just giving a little, like, friendly nip to Thorn to try and get him up. So let's go.
Where are you guys heading?
My mom. My house.
Your house still?
To the cake.
Yeah, for Kate. Yeah, it's my birthday still, duh.
Alibi.
Listen, this is a birthday wish. We have to.
Oh,
Yes.
Non-negotiable.
Mhm.
Even with half-burned bodies.
Birthday wish by Feyla must be abided.
Oh yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen to me
Yeah.
if I don't. I don't want to know.
I don't think we realize just how important it is to abide by those wishes to a certain extent because we just do it because that's just what friends do, right?
Yeah.
And also, I feel like Bryn has definitely been very teasy about, like, yeah, the last person who didn't listen to my birthday wish, they disappeared. You know, that kind of stuff, you know. Again, very much like a, is Bryn even my name?
Who knows? What's in a name?
Letters.
Usually.
Meaning
Sounds.
is sound.
Who
Yes.
knows? Bryn is a friend, though.
Rain is a friend.
I sure am. You would hate to see me as your enemy.
So we're running up to Bryn's house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just letting you
We're
guys
going for the cake.
vamp. I'll
we're-
just letting you guys go off.
We're good at that. We've established this.
Yes, we are very good at vamping. Also, yes, as Gen Z said, Kate
Cake,
Yeah.
cake.
Yum.
and alibi. Somebody
Cake is
mentioned good
important.
alibi.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that was
that's good.
that was Ellis.
You guys were never here. There's no proof.
Yeah, no. That's what you told them anyway. We were going to the party, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all been at the party the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Maybe you don't have me be the one to lie.
Yeah, no.
I have been practicing.
That's I don't want to say that's good, but sometimes a little lie does assist some of the faithful.
You know, that's not what
you?
they say at church. But okay.
They say a lot of things there that you really shouldn't listen to.
I was going to say, I mean, the church saying that everything is going to be alright when you're feeling really down kind of sounds like a little bit of a lie just to make people feel like, yeah, you know what, maybe tomorrow will be a little better. And then, you know, tomorrow wasn't that good, but they still have the hope that, you know, eventually it'll be better because the church said so.
You know, I guess that is true. And as long as we continue to act in the name of the Undying Empire, praise be his name, it's all fine.
How far away is Bryn's house? How far away are we?
I don't know. All knowing GM.
Yeah.
Just for world context, that would not have been super creepy and culty. That would have been just a normal thing. Maybe a little strange for someone my age.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
very normal.
Mm.
It's just, I feel like Win and Bryn are on this wavelength of they are very much well born outside of the Empire and
Oh,
are
yeah.
thus handshaking on this Empire is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We
Hundo
need to
P.
dip.
Yeah.
I was raised by a cult, basically.
You are raised by a cult. It is a cult.
And like we like you, but we also understand that that's
just
just
this
gonna be a
country.
part of you. Yeah. It's
Yep.
just
Yep.
And
We
for the
are-
record, drakes are pretty fast. So your
Okay.
house walking would have been 30 minutes. For the drakes, it's like 10.
Yeah.
oh cool. Maybe we made it then. Maybe that whole combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're almost there, you hear a far away, "Oh, hey guys!" And you look over and you see one of the more popular kids in town, Dante Durant. She is 17, 6'2", ripped. She's known for like being like the athlete in town, and she has her own drake. I think like a greyhound, those like racing dogs mixed with like a cobra.
Oh, that's so whipped
Okay.
thin. Anyways, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a lanky
that's
fella.
cool.
Fast boy. Or
Yeah.
girl.
I feel like Odie is a little bit more like Python Bow. He's like serpentine, but he's chunky. He also overshoots the house, and I have to redirect him back around.
Silverstein's a lanky boy, but also a long boy with like a long tail. He just tries to like wrap around. It's really great when you
Aw.
just want a mobile bed nest to chill in.
Dante pulls up alongside you guys. I'm on her drake, Santiago.
I love it.
Nice.
Hey, you guys wouldn't happen to know what's going on, would you? I've been seeing guards running around all day. Well, not all day. It's been 4 minutes. What am I talking about? Been seeing guards running around the last few minutes.
4 minutes. 4 minutes? No, we don't know anything. It's, well, nothing. Oh, nothing.
Yeah, they're all like in a huff.
Oh, really?
Oh, what did you see or hear?
Penelope is pointedly avoiding eye contact, though there could be any number of reasons why she's avoiding eye contact with Dante. Like, it looks like he's trying to like pick like lint, how you pick lint off of a sweater to her drink.
Gotta pin the lint out of the scales. It's
Last time there was activity like this, there was like a cave-in of the mine, so I'm assuming it's like a big deal.
Oh,
Mm.
Odie, where did you go? Why? How did you get? She's like pulling random stuff out of his skills, like every time.
well, we wouldn't know anything about that. We were out, and now we're going back.
Yeah, no, I'm just hoping it doesn't interrupt the ceremony coming up. So,
Ceremony.
oh yeah, I've been trying to get into the military lately, but I got the news back.
Shame.
I'm gonna be made a Dampier in waiting.
Oh,
That's so exciting.
congratulations.
That's
Yeah, thanks.
great.
That's amazing. You're gonna do so good. Your parents must be so proud. Have you had a chance to like celebrate yet? That's
No, I've been too busy getting ready, but I was hoping that this doesn't get in the way of anything.
Oh yeah.
Fingers crossed.
It should not. Should be fine. There might be maybe a little bit of a bump, if the clay stadium was gonna be the hosting place of it, but maybe they just gotta move the hosting place.
Oh, why do you say that?
You know how the end of the season goes. The place tends to get trashed.
Yeah. And it was a really wild game. Or so I
That
heard.
we didn't see it. We just heard people talking.
We hung around.
Yeah, well, okay.
a good way to make sure everything goes really smoothly is you can always stop by the Cathedral of Bone for a blessing.
That's a good idea. I should head over.
it's the best way to ensure that everything continues according to his plan.
Yeah, and I know my mom would be happier if I went to church more. So
You know what? Perhaps for just this once. For your mom.
yeah, okay.
Or for the Empire, I don't know.
For your mom.
Well, Emperor first, but mom's up there.
For first, always.
Right.
Right.
Right, cooler.
Anyways, we're going back. You have fun.
Yeah. Happy birthday, kiddo. That's today,
Thanks.
right?
Yeah, it's today.
All right, have a good one.
Yeah, thanks. 15 whole revolutions around the dust ball.
Was that a revolution? Sorry, that was that was me. That was me. No, that was Lex, not Dante. Sorry.
Okay. Because obviously Dante would know specifically. I meant the spinning, not the.
Yeah, no, that was fully me doing a bit.
Thanks, Dante.
See you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Waves by and heads off.
Oh Jesus gosh.
Oh God.
He's so cool.
Yeah,
is
Penny, do you have a
so
crush?
cool. No, what? No. I just
I mean, it's cool
admire
if you
people
do.
who are willing
Yeah.
to dedicate to their life.
Like I understand
There's-
it. You know.
there's no space for that. I'm going to
You
be
know it's
committed
creepy
to
when
the
you talk
church,
like
and I'm
that,
gonna
right? It's really creepy when you talk like that.
Also, if there isn't space for that, then why are your mom and dad married? Just food for thought.
She immediately launches into a spiel that I don't have the brain to come up with. That's like something about like it's very like churchy speak. But there might be
Speak
like,
about
you
like
can
exceptions and shit.
yeah, and it's just like because like family units and conformity and blah blah blah. It feels very rote, but you can tell like she's definitely like she doesn't fully buy into this. She is old enough to just start questioning things, but this has also been like her entire life.
Yeah.
She has been raised from a young age.
No, this is just kind of like patting the back of your shoulder a bit. It's like, yep. We like you anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there. You know, the church. If the church is as non-weird as you say it is, and I believe you, I do, then there wouldn't be any reason to worry about not getting said exception for making a family unit.
There are many that work within the church that make family units, but there are different designations and different purposes. I've been told that I have another purpose. I don't know what it is yet, but I will know when I come of age, and then I'll know if a family unit is an option for me or not.
Penny.
Yeah?
Pen BP. Your name is Blood Priest. What do you think your purpose is gonna be?
A little harsh there.
It's just my adopted name. Until I can have my own. I didn't really have options. This is just my life. You guys get to have more choices, but this is just my life, and it's a good one.
I think
Choices.
everyone
There
has choices.
You still have choices. Just because you're following doctrine does not mean that your choices are not as infinite as ours.
Well, I know what my destiny is. It's to continue to serve the Emperor.
Yeah. Wynn just kind of nods their head.
Bryn, I feel like Wynn has already sussed out Bryn's like usual like easygoing nods for their usual like whenever Penelope always brings up it's my destiny to serve the Emperor, Bryn always has this like very stiff nod. I feel like Wynn definitely would have sussed it out more, because considering that both of these two are a little bit more instinctual.
Yeah, I think Wynn's nod is definitely more of a resignation. Like there's nothing we can do right now. This is a
Nope, and that's Bryn just realized, and you know, Bryn's tight-lipped smile of a nod is just like, oh god, yeah, not making headway here again.
Ellis has no finesse and just shaking head, walk away.
I do firmly believe that Penelope's parents approve of these friendships because maybe Penelope can convert these heathens.
Oh,
Oh, hard mode right here.
nice. I love that.
Yeah, but I think
I
just
love
like we've been friends for long enough that like there's a chance. It's just y'all working against a lot.
No, it's fine, but the fact that Penelope is like taking this as like hanging out with them is the moment she needs to be rebellious. That we can feed on that. Anyways, side note, we made it to my mom's house.
For sure.
All right, cool.
This is something I get to have for me. Also, can I establish a thing that there aren't a lot of people within the church that have drakes?
Sure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like, it's
Makes sense.
not particularly common, which is another reason she hasn't said anything. She doesn't want it to jeopardize her chances. But Odie looked so sad and cold and hungry, and she's just care of him, and it was just kind of like a bond.
A question I have for Bryn.
Mhm.
Does your mom have a drake?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Or used to. Maybe, possibly.
If she does have one, I have a thing to do just right now.
Yes, let's do it. I kinda have this idea that Callan is probably that Drake's pup. As it were.
Oh,
Or
okay.
kiddo, maybe?
Sure.
Aw. Yeah.
Colin doesn't look much like his mom, who is short, stout, thick. Think like a bulldog plus like Komodo dragon.
Nice.
She tig.
Amazing.
She hefty. She very low to the ground, but scary. Because she's Komodo dragon. Look, you see those Komodo dragons running at you, you'd be terrified too, alright?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
nothing
There's
little
Speedy.
about him.
As you're approaching your house, you can see your mom's drake running towards you, but you don't see your mom around.
Okay. Eva! Where's Ma?
It makes the closest sound a big lizard dragon thing could make to a bark. I'm not gonna even attempt that.
That's valid. We can just say they bark.
Sure. Trying to get you to come help.
Bryn has grown up with Aoife. She knows Aoife's different barks, tonalities, and she's vaulting off of Callan and just sprinting immediately back to the house.
Yeah, when you get to your house, the first thing you see, the door is off the hinges.
Ma? Ma?
Penelope is booking it after you. She doesn't know
Yeah.
what's going on, but she's friend panic, follow friend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
and
with
your
mine.
drake is right behind
Yeah.
you. You try to get inside, and it's like something's like barring the door. The door is like off the hinges, but it's like leaning against something. You're trying to get past it, but something's blocking the way.
Oh, I immediately go to the nearest window to try and jimmy it open.
Bryn is very much like just slapping the door, like, Ma!
Whereas I definitely have experience going in and out windows from both sides.
Yeah, you've probably gone in and out of this window before.
Sometimes it's more fun to take the window than the door.
Also, I kind of feel like, considering how mischievous Ellis and Bryn are, I feel like Ellis often crashes over at Bryn's house.
Yeah.
When they want to escape
Safe
curfew.
place.
Yeah.
I think Callan would immediately just try to like break the door down, maybe.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a Callan thing.
So yeah, you and Callan roll your stats together, a d4 and a d12. Roll me a blunt of you two working together.
Perfect, yes.
One of you is going to be better at that.
Roll a blunt.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Damn it.
Ah! Too bad, I'm not-
You mean that wasn't on purpose?
No, not even a little bit.
Okay, so Callan rolled a 7. I'm gonna have to re-roll my d4 because it fell on the floor and it was stuck between wires, so there was no real clear way to decide.
Gotcha.
Table rolls rule.
1.
Twinsies.
Yeah, within 8, the two of you can't seem to get it down. So we jump to Ellis, trying to also take an adversity token.
Yay, I get an adversity token.
We jump to Ellis getting through the window, which I don't even think you actually need to roll for at this point, because like I said, you've been through this window so many times.
Yeah.
Silverstein nudges you up so you can get up and over the window, and you climb in pretty easily. You look inside, and the place is wrecked.
Love the redecoration in here.
Redecoration? And immediately Bryn goes from trying to break down the door with Callan to just to the window.
That your place is trashed.
No other words. Hoit! Scramble!
If you have any paintings, they have fallen off the wall. If there's any like statues or anything, vases are all tipped over, fallen over. Which Wynn can recognize because your mom works at the mage school. So she herself is a mage who specializes in things like gravity and forces and everything. You've seen what she can do when she goes all out. It kind of looks like she got in a fight with something, and her magic's what has messed up your house.
Where's Ma? Where's Ma? I feel like at this point, this isn't the first time you've seen Bryn just like go full like weird cat-like reflexes, wearing a human skin mode. Very uncanny valley at this point for the humanoid fixture they have presented themselves with. And she's just launching herself into the mess of the house.
For everyone else, are you staying outside right now, or what are you doing while they're inside?
Yeah.
Working?
So Wynn is outside still with Thorn, and Wynn's just like, come on, buddy, high alert. Like, we're keeping an eye out for anything. We've got our eyes on the horizon, like seeing if we can see anything. Basically keeping guard, I guess.
You and Thorn roll instinct together.
Is a 7 and a 2.
Looking around in the grass, you see something that looks almost cylindrical, and you go to pick it up. I don't know if you'd recognize what this is, but it's like a tube kind of made of like glass, but it's like not handmade, not like made in like a not for forge, that's metal, glass working place, like lightning struck sand.
Okay. Who else is outside with me? I guess Penelope? Are you still out here with me?
I'm outside, and I think I've actually like hopped back onto Odysseus, and I'm like leaning over. I'm like, "Hey, Odie, you remember her mom? Okay, I need you go search. Okay, we're gonna search around the house, see if you can sniff her out, because he's got better instinct than I do. So we're just gonna do like a little circle around the house to see if he can sniff out where her mom went, or if there's anything that smells bad."
Yeah. Give me
It's
instinct for you two.
Ho ho! 12. I got a 6 on my D6 and a 6 on my D10.
Do you want to
Nice.
explode?
That's
For
cool.
the D6?
Yes, I want to explode my D6.
Okay. Just know that
Let's
means
embrace
I
the
get,
chaos.
Yeah, I get a point to
Absolutely, yes.
participate.
Let's roll with the chaos. So that
That's our
was
first
for another
explosion.
3.
Nice.
We got multiple ones before we got into
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's for an additional 3. So that makes it for a 15 to figure out where her mom might have gone. Because I feel like I've heard the like bomb. I've heard the panic, so.
Okay, yeah, with the 15, Odie knows the smell. Like you're saying, you met her before. Odie seems to think the smell is still in the house.
I will call out. She's still in there somewhere.
Yeah, Wynn's gonna call out, be careful, I think there's some bad magic going on. I found something weird.
Yeah, Brennan Ellis, you're in there, and at some point you find under your broken kitchen table, you find your mom.
Ma! Shit. Fuck. Ma. Fuck. Okay. Mom? You good? Can you hear me?
She doesn't wake up, but as far as you can tell, she's breathing, but she doesn't wake up.
Shit.
Don't panic. It's okay. Hey, breathe.
We need to open the door so Aoife and Callan can so Aoife can we need to get
Okay.
Mom out of the rubble. But I can't do it. We need Aoife and Callan and everybody else. We gotta get her out of the rubble, and we gotta get her to the healers. We gotta get her to the healers.
Okay, you start moving things here. I'm gonna work on the door. Okay, it's okay.
I think I need Bryn to give me a conviction.
Oh boy. Okay, that's a D6. That's
Yes.
not bad. That's a 1.
I was gonna say, it's just your second lowest option.
I think Bryn is just like stuck in this panic and can't bring himself to do anything.
Yeah, no, Bryn's just like, you watch as Bryn is like, I like to say she's more like decision paralysis lock. Like she tries
makes
to
sense.
go to move something from her mom, but wait, her mom, and then it just, she like, just, like how sometimes when Fae get locked between like trying to leave and having to count every grain of like rice.
I'm just gonna pick a chair up off the floor and sit you down in it, and then go get the door open.
Alice, give me a blunt, and your Drake can help from the outside. So yeah, both of you together.
Yay, that's gonna help because my blunt is a
My
D6.
Drake?
I think yours can help them too.
Yeah.
So all three of you.
I hope Callan is helping nicely because between the two of us, we got 5.
Oh, I rolled a 5, so that makes it 10.
Okay. You guys are able to break down the door, and like what was in front of the doorway is like a cabinet got flipped. So from the inside, you're moving that out of the way, and you get the door down, and everyone can now go in the house unimpeded. And immediately, your mom's Drake comes barreling through the doorway
Of course.
and is immediately sprinting to her side.
Oh, he coming.
Oh lord, he
It-
coming.
I think at that point when Aoife sprints by, that unstun locks Bryn to go and try to help get her mom uncovered. And still checking to see if her mom's still breathing.
Give me an instinct real quick.
That is my D12. That's my best die. I rolled a 6.
Okay. With a 6,
Okay.
you know your mom well. So looking at her, well, first of all, you immediately check, make sure she's like physically okay. If you're looking, you think she has you think you find like a knot on her head from getting hit or something.
Mhm.
But the main thing you notice is that her spell book is missing. She always has it on her.
Mm-hmm.
Because not just for her spells, it's also like a journal. It's like her life's book.
Yeah, it's her Book of Shadows. Bryn has her own very well. She knows it. Bryn knows from her own experience that her mom's book is literally an extension of her mom. Much like it is for Bryn with her own book. That's very concerning that her mom does not have her book. Hey, somebody look for my mom's book, please?
Yeah, okay.
Does she carry it with her a lot? Would it smell like her? Well, I guess if it's still in the house. Oh, I'll have
Everything
I'll
here
just
smells
snoop
like
around.
her.
Well, yeah, but I'll check to see if maybe if they went outside of the house, Odie might be able to smell it. He's pretty good at sniffing, assuming he hasn't wandered off again. As I head outside to where I left Odie like 5 seconds ago. Okay, Odie, we're gonna do another sniff, okay? Gonna do another
Yeah,
sniff.
Odie was
see
already
ya.
starting to walk off because he saw like a butterfly or something.
Yeah,
Oh, Odie.
Odie, come here. That's a good boy. Okay, we're gonna do another sniff, okay? Something was taken. We need to see if we can find it.
Yeah, you guys start looking for the book, and I don't think I even need to have you roll for it. The book is not here.
But can I roll to see if maybe Odie's able to like catch a whiff of where it might have gone?
That's fair. Yeah. Give me an instinct for Odie. I don't think you can help him with
Okay.
this. I think it's all Odie.
Yeah, no.
That's a 7.
With 7, I don't think you find anything specific or anything. He keeps sniffing, but I don't think he finds like a trail or anything.
I picture him doing like a kind of like a wide circle around the house and having him sniff the air to see if there's like a particular direction that, like, yeah, well, you tried. It's a good boy.
Yeah, Wynn's gonna come in at that point. Hey, I don't know if this is. I have no idea what this is. I've never seen this before, but I found this in the sand. And they're gonna hold out the cylinder thing.
Anyone here ever lived in any of your characters ever lived like in a desert or near a desert?
My last name is Dunes.
Yeah, that's fair. Then you recognize it as something called fulgurite, which happens when like lightning strikes sand and it like turns the sand into glass.
I literally just basically know it as lightning glass.
player knowledge versus character knowledge. My character has no clue. Player, I'm just like, I know what you're doing. I see
Yeah.
you.
Same over here.
I also, Rainy is just like, oh. I think I would know maybe of it by the common term as lightning glass, just because, her mom would teach about how magic can sometimes interact, how traces of both nature and magic can interact with elements. And she's probably done an experiment once to show, like, lightning and sand, depending on how high the voltage or how strong the lightning spell can affect sand. If it was a spell. But I wouldn't know it.
Oh, you wouldn't?
I don't think so. I mean, I only know the bare bones, because that's probably a more advanced topic her mom teaches about. And, Bryn's only 15 now.
Yeah, that's college level stuff. The specifics.
So, Ellis, like, how strong does it need to be to make this, do you think? Have you seen something like this before?
Seen it, yeah. From, like, actual lightning, mostly.
Oh.
But I don't think we missed any, lightning from the sky.
No, there was not a lightning storm. This must have been magic, right?
There's also not a lot of sand out here.
The last 10 minutes of the game were so loud. I don't know. We could have missed it.
To be clear, it wasn't like in the sand. It
was
like
just
already
on the ground.
just on the ground. You didn't like dig it out.
Oh. It's weird, yeah.
I don't know, but we just need to get Mom on Aoife and...
Hey, Bryn, don't worry. We
Okay.
got you. We're here for you. We're all here together. Don't worry.
We got plenty of... Odie, back. Sit. Come here.
Yeah.
She just, like, reaches out and grabs him before he can wander off again. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get her somewhere safe, and she's gonna get taken care of.
Yeah, let's find a blanket for her and let's secure her on top of her Drake, and we'll take her to the healers, right? There's got to be someone at the school who can help her, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's this herbologist.
Okay. You know what? That's a
uh,
good start. Let's start there. Herbologist. That sounds good, right, guys?
Yeah.
I can run ahead and let someone know. Just tell
That's
me
a
where to
great
go.
idea.
Odie and I can run on ahead. I think he's getting a little bored.
Maybe send someone. Wait, one of us should go with you. Just, make sure that Odie goes the right way.
You know what? That's a great idea. Do you mind, Ellis? And then I'll stay behind with Bryn, and I'll help them with their mom.
Yeah, because then we have a Drake that can go the right way, but somebody that people will believe when they tell them things. Perfect.
Yeah, good. That's good.
Yeah, well, like, he doesn't get lost that bad when we're around town. He's figuring it out.
You keep telling yourself that.
He hasn't gotten lost once this week. He's just sometimes gets a little easily distracted. Spit it out.
You can get your mom on her Drake. Then the other two are riding ahead to get help.
Yeah, wherever you were planning to take her so we can let people know. They're like, hey, something happened. We've got someone that needs help.
Yeah, you guys live close to the school, so it's not even that far of a ride if that's where you wanted to head.
Yeah, because that's where Bryn would know immediately of, like, healing that isn't the weird empire healing? Question marks?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Plus, they focus on living and dead. So,
Yeah, but she'd rather prefer the college where the living is much more forefronted than the dead, probably a little bit.
The living and the figuring out how to make sure
Nobody's
the city
dying
doesn't
at
crash
school, you know?
That you know of.
down. That you know of.
The main point is they want the living to stay the living, and college students to stay alive, because it's a bit of a waste to make them thralls at their ripe age.
So for the two riding ahead, you show up to the school, and you see there's already some guards there.
Hi,
Okay,
hello.
that's-
We could use some help. Someone got injured. We're gonna be bringing her soon. Looks like she maybe got in a bit of a fight. We think she's okay, but she's gonna need some kind of help if we can get some help. just straight up say who it is, but be the person forgot what her yeah.
Professor.
Oh, you
Professor
say,
MacBeth.
Professor MacBeth. Okay. The guard says Professor MacBeth. You say,
Yeah, Professor MacBeth.
Yeah.
and the other teacher says, "Well, it sounds like they're injured. I'm sure you can do this later." No, I think this takes precedent.
What's wrong?
Please, just let me take care of my boss when she gets here.
Yeah, excuse you, medical emergencies are kind of priority in medical facilities.
This is a school, actually. So,
Oh, is something wrong? Maybe I can help.
would everyone recognize you as a priest in training? Are you known around town by anyone who visits the church?
Probably, yeah. I don't know if I'm necessarily currently actively wearing very priestly clothes, but people know the preacher's daughter kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay,
I have participated in things.
Miss Blood Priest, this is a matter of the crown. We don't need you interrupting. Please let us do our
Okay.
job.
I only seek to serve the Emperor. Can I roll instinct to sort of vibe check what's
Sure.
going on here? I'm bad at it, but I'm
Uh-huh.
do we maybe need to redirect?
Come on, priestly genes. Priestly spidey senses. Work in our favor.
That's a 3.
Oh, that's not bad. It's not great, but it ain't bad. It's not a 1.
Not a 1.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Penelope grew up kind of sheltered.
You don't say.
She's learning.
She's just now getting into the community.
She's just now learning the concept of questioning authority.
I think with a 3, that's going to be
Welcome.
a fail, so take an adversity token.
Ooh.
Hard to read. You're not picking up anything from it. Well, for you specifically. I think for a lot of people, they'd be able to put together maybe that he's maybe not your friend, but you're having trouble.
ACAB includes guards.
Sure does. Alice,
Hey,
what's
Gab.
your read?
Oh, I already hate the guy. He's a guard.
Oh, that's valid. Thank you, Ellis.
I could try a vibe check, but
You could try a vibe check.
Their diet might be nicer.
yeah, and if nothing else, I might get another adversity token. I got a 6.
I think if you use a token, then you can read them for success.
Yeah, why not? You earn them, you use them.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget to use them.
Hey, I still have another one. I failed twice already.
Same.
You think he's looking to talk to Professor MacBeth, not in a questioning way, in a person of interest way?
Even though she was recently attacked.
All this is happening very fast. This
Yeah,
has been
they don't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, with an instinct, I think you start putting maybe some pieces together of, okay, someone was obliterated with magic.
Strong magic.
Strong magic. There's a wizard around with strong magic. We don't know a lot of people who could have done that. So her mom might be the first suspect.
I will highlight that in my rambling explanations, it looked like she had been in a fight.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
doesn't help her case.
I
That-
would have
saying it
gestured
that
back
way-
towards the house. I would have
Yeah.
gestured back towards the house. So yeah, it looks like she was attacked.
There's a good chance back towards the house is also towards the stadium, though.
No,
And-
they're fully opposite directions.
Okay.
Totally
looking at the
opposite
map.
directions.
It's like,
I
hey,
mean, not that I would connect any of those dots, but
But yeah, looking at the map, the stadium's far north. Wynn's house is center east.
Bryn,
For what I say.
you said win.
Oops.
It's not my fault.
that's gonna
It's
happen.
not.
Y'all-
It is.
It's
y'all-
okay.
That is good. This is our fault, but also
Yep.
Jency, Rainy, the two guests making similar sounding names.
Look, buddy, it's a lot easier to talk to someone if they're conscious.
looks like she got hurt real bad by someone. Looked like whoever something happened. She might have gotten attacked in her own house. He would have noticed something like that. Guys not doing anything about it. They're gonna be bringing her here soon, so she can get some help.
Listen, children, this is a matter for adults. I'm gonna need you to step aside and let me do my job.
How about no?
I just want to make sure she gets help.
I'm sure she will.
Not from you.
You're right, not from me.
It's been so tempted to pull a Draco Malfoy.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
My
But
father.
my father hears
My
about
father.
Yeah, just inexplicably get an English accent.
Yeah.
My father would hear about this.
When he makes the comment about she's not gonna get help from me, even though like my instincts and vibes aren't great, I'm like, well, we need to find some place where she can get help. So I think I'm just like, okay. And then I just turn around, go back to intersect the others, and be like, we need to go take her to the hospital instead. Apparently the school's not going to be helpful, and then run ahead to the school.
But didn't one of the teachers say they could help?
Yeah, the professor wanted to help. It's the guard that's blocking the professor from trying to help.
Yeah, there's a guard. There's a really grumpy guy that's upset about something, and there's empire business going on. More likely to get help from the hospital than from there. He said he wasn't going to be able to help much. So yeah, if you want, I can go ahead. I'll run ahead. And is there anyone like specific at the hospital that I should alert?
No, we've always gone to Professor Godwick.
I can go grab the professor and bring him back.
when you run off. The guard's like, no, come back. Ugh. Are you gonna cause a problem too?
Who, me?
Sorry, I didn't
Cause
actually. I didn't
problems?
mean to pick that phrasing because mischief. But
Like me? Cause problems? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
don't act like I don't know who you are.
Oh, you know me and you're doing this anyway. So you're just having Mr. I'm gonna do my job. What is your job right now? Obstructing medical emergencies?
This might be a blunt.
Do it.
If you're aiming to intimidate, I definitely think your Drake can help too.
Oh, which would be so much help because blunt is not my thing. I mean, I can be blunt.
Odysseus is turned around again and is scurrying back. So I'm just gonna like grab the professor and bring the professor.
So that's an 8.
That's my
So you say that implying that like maybe you might get your dad involved or something,
Mhm.
and your Drake's posturing as much as it can. Which I think, right, because you're on your Drake, you're taller than this guy at the moment, despite you being child size.
13. I haven't hit my growth spurt yet.
The first of 2. Because guys get 2 growth spurts, apparently.
I'm like 5'6" or something.
Back on track as Ellis is attempting to intimidate, and
Right,
we also
yes.
have Odysseus skittering towards you once more.
Of course.
Which
of course.
has got to be unnerving as shit, I honestly.
No, I was gonna have Odysseus roll a conviction in a second. Look, I don't want any problems with your father, but okay, fine. Get her taken care of, and when she's awake, let us know. If you don't let us know, then we will have a problem.
Sounds good to me.
Have a great rest of your day.
Have the day you deserve.
Got him. How far back are Win and Bryn?
I don't know how far y'all got or if you stopped when I came to meet you halfway, but I have like
We're probably
gotten back to the school and just like, is Professor Godwick available?
Hi, yeah, that's me. Hi. What's happening?
Do you want to hop on? Because it feels like there's like stuff going on here, but there's someone that needs your help like back that way. And I point back to where you can probably in the distance see. But you can't do anything.
Yeah, we've got to be like almost there. Like we.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Thorn, Callan, and Aoife are already almost to the college at this point.
yeah, we're booking it.
Time gets wishy-washy when scenes are happening.
Yeah.
That's why we prioritize story over logistics.
You're also having to go a little slower because you have an unconscious person,
Yeah.
and meanwhile,
True.
Odysseus is able to just zoom.
feel like we've all agreed that Odysseus is just one of the zoomiest of our drakes because he is
Yeah.
so zoomy lizard shape. Because he likes
1-800
to
he be
zoomies.
slapping.
Thorn's trying his best, but he's a chonky boy.
He's
a
always in a
talky
good, like
boy.
he's about to go on an adventure of some kind. Anyway,
Oh, it looks like they're almost here, so I guess I look to Ellis. So what did I miss? Are we
Nothing.
good?
Define good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I turn back and wave. I've got 2 brain cells and they're doing their best.
You're doing your best, Penelope.
You've got 2 brain cells and the Empire has one of them
Gwen gives like a thumbs
at
up.
all times.
the other teacher does a good approach.
Mhm.
Immediately runs up to Bryn. Brynmore, what happened?
Name? Is this Godwin? This is Godwin, right?
Sure. You chose Godwig. I'm just letting it go.
Okay. I wasn't sure if this was Godwin or somebody else.
No, it's fine. I had a name. It's just in the trash now. But that's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you can put that for somebody else. I'm
It's
sorry.
fully fine. It's Godwig now. It's all good.
Well, you can use at least the first name.
Valentine.
Valentine. Okay. So, Mom passed out. No spellbook. House is a fucking mess. This and like she pulls out the glass tube for. I think that she probably would have picked up from when in the scramble
Yeah.
of trying to get her mom on Aoife. This your house. Mom. Help, Mom.
Everything will be okay, Bryn. Help me get her inside.
And Bryn just like scurries.
Thank you for listening to Game Woven. This week we have been playing a Kids on Bikes hack created by our very own Lex Olden called Kids on Drakes. If you like what we're doing, feel free to leave us a review on your podcasting app. You can go support us on Patreon at patreon.com/gamewoven. You can also support the Patreon for the One Shot Podcast Network, where you can help support a bunch of other shows. This week's episode features Lex Olden, Brianna Jean, Emily, as was foretold, Jency from Roleplay Retcon, one of our sister shows, and Rainy Keys.